The chapel air is heavy, thick with the metallic scent of blood and death. Amidst shattered stained glass, the light reveals a scene of carnage and devastation. Bill looms over her, the smoking gun a stark testament to his impassive brutality. He raises the gun, ready to extinguish the last flicker of life, his intent unwavering. 4 years drift away into the past, lost in the sterile silence of a hospital room where machines beep with cold precision. Suddenly, her eyes snap open, piercing the quiet with a spark of returning consciousness. Disorientation clouds her gaze as she struggles to reconcile the unfamiliar surroundings. Recognition dawns, and a wave of fury washes over her face as the truth of her stolen life crashes down. A guttural growl tears from her throat, escalating into a primal scream that shatters the sterile calm. Her hands clench into fists, knuckles bone white, as her eyes blaze with a singular, burning purpose: revenge. In the muted light of the hospital room, the bride's stillness is broken as her eyes flutter open, a silent awakening in the dead of night. Her gaze fixes on the ceiling, a blank canvas for the turmoil of memories flooding her mind. The thrill of the hunt, the deadly skills fragments of her past life surge back, painting vivid images of who she once was. A flicker of determination ignites within her, a spark of defiance against the odds. Her hand clenches into a fist, a silent vow echoing in the quiet room, a promise of vengeance. Sunlight floods Hattori Hanzo's humble sushi restaurant, each dust mote illuminated in the air. The bride sits in quiet anticipation, her gaze unwavering. Across from her, Hattori Hanzo studies her, years etched into his weathered face. He observes the fire in her eyes, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. A long pause stretches, filled with unspoken understanding. Hanzo nods slowly, the decision made, the air crackling with a silent agreement. In the heart of Hattori Hanzo's workshop, sparks dance as Hanzo, the master swordsmith, begins his meticulous work on the katana. With each strike, Hanzo folds and purifies the heated metal, the rhythmic hammering echoing through the workshop. Steam engulfs the blade as Hanzo quenches it in water, a testament to the intense heat and the transformative process. Hanzo polishes the blade to a mirror sheen, his focused face reflecting in its flawless surface, a silent promise to the bride. Outside Hattori Hanzo's, the bride's eyes reflect a fierce determination as she prepares for vengeance. The sunlight dances on the newly forged katana as she draws it, a silent promise of retribution. With a swift, precise movement, she tests the blade's edge, a whisper of steel cutting through the air. She assesses the katana's balance, her grip firm and unwavering, a visual symphony of focus and control. In this moment of quiet preparation, she stands ready, a storm of vengeance about to be unleashed. The House of Blue Leaves bursts with a riot of neon lights and clamorous sounds, a Japanese restaurant teeming with life. Amidst the vibrant chaos, the bride appears, her presence a stark contrast to the surrounding frenzy. Her gaze sweeps across the room, a silent promise of intent cutting through the lively atmosphere. Each step she takes is measured, each glance precise. As she navigates the crowded space, the cacophony fades into background noise as her focus sharpens, her mission paramount. In the cramped bathroom of the House of Blue Leaves, the bride confronts Oren's lawyer, the air thick with unspoken threat. The bride challenges with chilling calm. "Are you sure you can handle me?" The tense silence shatters as the fight erupts, a whirlwind of deadly motion. With focused precision, the bride unleashes her lethal intent. The cramped bathroom becomes a stage for swift, decisive violence. Under the lurid glow of neon, the bride faces a horde of masked adversaries, the Crazy 88. Swords scream as they meet. A deadly dance begins amidst paper walls. With lethal grace, the bride becomes a whirlwind, each strike precise, each movement calculated. Grotesque patterns bloom on delicate paper as blood paints the walls. The air grows heavy, thick with tension and the metallic tang of blood. Amidst the fallen, the bride stands resolute, a beacon of deadly calm. Snow silently blankets the serene Japanese garden, the moonlight casting an ethereal glow on the landscape. The bride stands poised, her sword glinting sharply against the soft snowfall. Opposite her, Oren Ishii mirrors her stance, the tension palpable in the frigid air. Their breaths mingle in the cold night, each exhalation a visible sign of the impending clash. The garden's tranquil beauty offers a stark, ironic contrast to the deadly intent in their eyes. Swords raised, they prepare to strike, the garden holding its breath in anticipation. Under the ethereal glow of paper lanterns, the duel unfolds in the tranquil Japanese garden. The bride's eyes burn with fierce resolve as steel clashes in a deadly dance. Each parry and thrust sends sparks flying, illuminating the garden with fleeting bursts of light. The sound of steel echoes through the night, each clash heightening the intensity of the battle. Determination hardens on the bride's face as the fight escalates, her spirit unyielding. Bathed in the stillness of night, the bride stands triumphant in the Japanese garden, her katana gleaming under the moonlight. At her feet lies Oren Ishii, defeated, the stillness of the garden amplifying the weight of the moment. The gentle rustling of bamboo leaves whispers through the garden, a stark contrast to the violence that has just unfolded. The bride stares into the darkness, her voice echoing in the night. That was Ren Ishii. A chilling question hangs in the air as she wonders, her eyes reflecting the garden's shadows. I wonder if you're feeling vengeful, Bill. The bride stands amidst the carnage, her katana dripping with fresh blood. A faint smile graces her lips, a mask of satisfaction tinged with cold determination. Her gaze sweeps across the room, assessing the devastation with icy focus. This is merely the opening act, the prelude to a symphony of bloodshed. Bathed in sunlight, the bride sits motionless, a figure of quiet intensity amidst the hum of the airplane. The laptop screen illuminates her face as she delves into the digital depths, seeking information. Her fingers dance across the keyboard, each click resonating with steely resolve. Her face hardens, the grim visage of a woman consumed by purpose. Each keystroke is a step closer to the inevitable confrontation, the methodical pursuit of revenge. The bride continues to type, preparing for her next confrontation. In a quiet suburban home, the bride confronts Vernita Green, sunlight casting long shadows across their faces. The air crackles with unspoken animosity, a prelude to the storm about to break. Vernita's voice cuts through the silence. You always were a crazy bee, Touch. The ordinary setting belies the extraordinary conflict about to unfold. Sunlight fills the kitchen as the bride and Vernita Green engage in a brutal knife fight, the air thick with tension. The sudden arrival of Nikki shatters the violence, her innocent eyes wide with horror. The bride stands over Vernita, the fight abruptly ended, a wave of remorse washing over her. Guilt pierces through the bride as she meets Nikki's gaze, the weight of her actions heavy on her soul. With cold resolve, the bride crosses out Vernita's name, adding it to a list of vengeance.